solid strategy, which is to bark at them. Serious. So like I get catcalled and I bark at them like a dog. And it works really well. It works so well because, okay, one of two things is going to happen. Either first, and most likely, they're going to be freaked the fuck out and then they leave me the fuck alone. Or second, it's their fetish. And boom, I found my soulmate. It's going to be real awkward at Thanksgiving though. So how'd you two meet? Well, he called me sweet tits on the street and I was just like, man, that's the guy I want to have kids with. So exciting. I think it's kind of weird though because Iowa City is worse than any other place I've been as far as catcalling goes. And it's not like I haven't lived in anywhere shady. So it's like, why is Iowa City so much worse? And I've developed a theory. I think it's because these like bros, these frat bros go there and they expect football and they expect fear and they expect a useless comm degree that will get them a mid-level sales job. And then they're in this super, super intellectual hippie city with like environmental marches and poetry everywhere. And they lash out. Like they're repressed and they just lash out. It's like, you put dog in a cage all day. Once you let it out, it's going to pee on the carpet, eat a whole plate of brownies, and hump a table leg, right? If you put a frat bro in a liberal city all day, when you let it out, it's going to pee on the carpet, eat a whole plate of brownies, hump a table leg. But at least the dog will die from the brownies. The frat bro will just pontificate on the meaning of life and be like, hey, have you ever seen the stars? Like, really seen them? But it's okay for me to equate men to dogs, because once again, that's my fetish. Actually, I'm kind of concerned about equating men to dogs. I think that's probably a little bit sexist, but I think I'll make up for it in the next week by all the people that'll call me bitch. Does anyone ever think that, like, Q's laughter could cure cancer? Yeah. Spoiler alert, it can. Death is inevitable and cancer comes for us all. So while we're on this really fun topic of cancer, my dad died when I was 9. Oh, you guys can keep laughing? Come on. No, it's fine. But it's funny because my dad really liked the baseball team, the Cardinals. So my mom's like, whenever there's a Cardinal around, that's your dad watching over you. And that's like a beautiful concept, right? The fact that like my dad is still watching me from beyond the grave. But it would be if I was actually like doing good shit with my life. But instead, I'm just like stumbling over my life constantly. Like in the past 2 weeks alone, since spring has come and the Cardinals are back, my dad has from beyond the grave seen me like get blackout drunk, knock over store merchandise and not pick it back up, eat a burrito I dropped on the ground. And I don't mean I like picked the burrito back up. Like, I got down on that burrito's level. Because I had disrespected it. And it deserved better. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, Claire, why are birds always around when you're doing stupid shit? And the answer's twofold. First, the magnetism between my fuck-ups and my parental gaze is very, very strong. But second, and more importantly, I'm always doing stupid shit. I am like the Snow White of disappointing my dead father. So dating's weird, right? Yeah? Anyone else made that observation? That's just me, yeah. I think referral dating's actually probably the weirdest type of dating to me. Like the other day, my friend her name's Christina, she's really close with one of her exes. They're amicable, everything's cool. And she's like, so I said, like, we should all hang out. And she's like, I don't really want to introduce you guys. And at first I'm like, you know what? She's embarrassed of me. And I get it. Like, I'm the type of person that eats burritos off the ground. Like, that makes sense that you wouldn't want me to meet your friends. But then she was like, I just think you guys would hit it off, and it would make me so uncomfortable if you decided to date him. And, like, I wouldn't trade our friendship for anything. And I'm like, of course not, because I'm a liar. I would absolutely trade our friendship to date that dude. You know what dating is? Dating is just friendship plus orgasms minus parental disappointment. Not to mention, like, I would trade our friendship for, like, 1,000 things, not just dating. Like, I'd trade it for, like, And later, wake up time, or fame, or a burrito I haven't dropped on the ground. Okay, that's it.
Clear off, everybody. Sometimes they put the mic back, but that's okay. That's what I get paid for. $500 a night. On deck we have a man with one-letter name, Q. His laughter cures cancer? I don't know. But his orgasms sound very mellifluous. Up next is Darius Bowie. Let's go, Darius.
See the rappers, how y'all doing tonight? Y'all looking good in here. I want to give a shout out real quick to all the special guests in the crowd. If y'all can't give it up to all the empty tables and chairs, give it up for them. Give it up for them. Thank y'all for coming out. Real supportive. They came in bunches. Appreciate y'all. They come to every show. So supportive. Yeah, man, it's my first time here. My black ass is from Waterloo, Iowa. Got a chance to come up here for the first time, and I was really excited. Got a chance to tell my friends. I was hanging out with my friends beforehand. Now, I don't know about y'all. I know a lot of y'all came with y'all friends. My friends are dumb as shit. I would tell them in person, but I don't know how to fight. So I just tell y'all when they're not here. So I was hanging out in my boy's room crib before we left, chilling in his basement. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm excited. About to get ready to go do some live stand-up at Penguins. About to be live at Penguins. He said, what? For real? It's Penguins in Cedar Rapids, cuz. Mom! Darius about to perform with the Penguins. He doing it. He performing with the Penguins. Dumbass. Ain't no fucking Penguins in Cedar Rapids. Somebody finally made it off the block. He did, Mom. He performing with Penguins now. He doing it. He really making it big. Proud of him. Dumbass friends, I apologize. Dumbass motherfuckers. Yeah, man. But I barely made it here, to be honest with y'all. I'm broke as shit. My tank was on E halfway through here. I'm broke as hell. I'm so broke, MC Hammer tried to give me $5. Asked him for 10. He said, can't touch this. That's when you know you broke. When other broke people with bad credit try to give you money. Broke as shit, man. Shit rough, man. It's in his tax season. Been waiting for my income taxes, my W-2s for weeks now. Know the mailman by first name basis? Larry. What's up, man? They're here? God damn it. Fuck you, man. They're not here yet. Have a good day. Asshole. Still ain't got my shit. I can tell y'all got y'all. Y'all ain't laughing at it, y'all. That's rude. You got yours? Oh, you still, see? You're in the same boat. Shit is like an intense game with double dutch. I'm at the post office every day at the like, is it here yet? Is it here yet? Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh shit, it's here, it's Thursday. Got it. Going to get the new James, I'm going to get the new Jordans. Michael Jordan. Excited, man. I still ain't got my shit yet. I'm telling you, man, this the most stressful time, I'm telling you. This is the only time I can go to Walmart and lose confidence. I'm telling you. That's when you know you broke, when everybody else, when the lady with a do-rag on and some pajama pants got more money than you, when she got more shit in her car, you know it's income tax season. So I'm at Walmart, right? I'm going to walk y'all through this shit. I'm at Walmart the other day, and I'm doing my normal bargain shopping, So, cheese, $2.49, bread, $2.99, fruit roll-ups, $3.49. Okay. All right, so I'm good. So I get to the register, ready, about to do a big, feeling pretty confident about myself. Just got some stuff for the week. Got some cheese sandwiches ready for the week. I'm pretty excited. And I see this lady in front of me. Now, I had a feeling she stole something because her items of things that she purchased didn't match her outfit. So I looked at this lady up and down. She got on a do-rag, some black and orange Chicago Bear pajama pants, and some Skechers Premiums. Don't ask me how I know about her shoes. I got my mom some for Christmas. Don't judge me. I told you I was broke. This shit was funnier in the car when I wrote it. It was funnier in the car on the way here. I'm gonna just finish this one. So yeah, I'm in the aisle, ready, about to go ahead and cash out, and I see her. She had 2 flat screen TVs, brand new DVD player, and some new headphones. The lady at the register said, "Ma'am, all right, that'll be $6.39. How would you like to pay, cash or credit?" She said, "Boom, cash." I said, "Oh, I want to go grocery shopping with you, girl." Her little son was right there dancing shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, that's all I got for y'all, man. That's my time. I'm Darius Bowie. Let's go.
Here for Darius. He will be appearing at Woody's on April 1st if you like the combination of comedy and naked girls, which don't we all? That is a fun night, so show up there. Darius is going to be there with some other comics, and I think naked girls, so perfect. Does anyone here like Craigslist? I think it's probably the most interesting website. Every now and then I read something that I think is absolutely a gem. So here's one. This is from Cedar Rapids. I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. To get the full effect of this, you have to realize this is in all caps, no punctuation at all. Not even a single period. So here we go. This is word for word. I'm a member at New Life, and it's a joke. Everyone there thinks they are built or on steroids, and half the workers are sleeping with married members. It's in shambles, and they say they're fixing it, but in 7 months, when walls have been put up, and you are just dealing with broken machines, bent weights, and old ugly women that will get you to spend money on them, and nothing, and a couple of the female desk girls are doing drugs. That person has a beef with New Life Fitness, I'm telling you. But I just don't know if they're going to get any response that way. But you can tell they're angry. Do the all caps and lack of punctuation. So, all right. Where are we? On deck we have Daniel Frana. He's a local comic that is trying to make it big in Iowa City. Up next is Q.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Q.
How's it going? Cool, it's good to hear. I guess it would be bad to hear, though, really, because that's how it's going. You all clapped, which would make one believe that you guys have the clap, which is really sad. I'm really sorry for you. It's not okay. Chlamydia is not a laughing matter. Ugh. Hamburgers, right? Hamburger sandwiches. Hamburgers were invented in like 1890. That's the real approximation of when hamburgers were invented. Cheeseburgers were invented in the late 1920s. That means that there was 30 to 40 years, no, just 20 to 30 years, where the cheeseburger didn't exist. Which is funny to think about because the instant the cheeseburger was invented, the hamburger became obsolete. Once they were like, oh, you could just put cheese on it, no one ordered it plain again. That just doesn't happen anymore. They have it on menus for people who are lactose intolerant, but that's just to make them feel better. The rest of us know what's up when it comes to hamburgers, and it's that they're gone. But what happened in that 30-year interim? Like, there were people who died thinking that the burger was the pinnacle, or the hamburger was the pinnacle, the apex of burgers. They thought that was where it started and where it was going to end. And now we all know that train is just whoosh. Like, you've got so much stuff you put on hamburgers now. You've got kimchi. You've got. That's a true thing. There's a place called 30 Hop in Iowa City. Puts kimchi on hamburgers. Like, There's a place, Shorts in Iowa City puts all kinds of stuff on their hamburgers. Like there's no stopping this. The genie is out of the hamburger bottle. Into infinity. We know ourselves that there's just never going to be an end. But think back to that simpler time. Those people, they knew the one thing, and they were like, this is it. This is all it's ever going to be. Burger, ketchup, if ketchup was invented yet, bread, lettuce, probably a nice slice of tomato, hamburgers. It's sad. It's like, hamburgers are like the radio, because they exist, but it's your very last option. Like, no one's ever like, oh, I'm at my house where I have the internet and all possible ways to listen to music. I'm going to turn on WKRUI. Wait, I'm from the other side of the Mississippi where we use W's for our radio signatures. Isn't that crazy? So I was like, oh, what's the radio station in Iowa City for the university? KRUI. Oh, WKRUI. Right, it's a radio station. The radio's dead, guys. It's really sad. Like the newspaper, like strip clubs, there's not really any money in that shit anymore. Moving on. Everybody tells me when life gives me lemons, I should be making lemonade. And that makes me very mad. Because people shouldn't be telling me what to do with my lemons. They are my lemons. You don't get to tell me what to do with them. Sure, you might like lemonade. Guess who doesn't? Guess who gets diarrhea every time he tries to drink lemonade? Be it fresh squeeze or country time lemonade. Terrible, terrible diarrhea. This guy. Life gives me lemons, I'm going to use them. I'm going to plant them in the ground. Because that's what you do when you have seed-bearing fruit and live in a climate where things can grow. You accrue your lemons, and then you're growing your own lemons. You don't need life anymore. You can make lemons for yourself. Think of all the lemon meringue pies you can make with those. You can make a gun that shoots lemons, and you never run out of ammo, provided you live for a long enough time to accrue an infinite amount of lemons, which would be an infinite amount of time. But you see where I'm going with this. Never tell me what to do with a lemon. Dating's weird, right? This might surprise a lot of you, I didn't start dating until I was well out of high school. Like in high school, I wasn't interested in dating. I did theater. I kind of hung out with people. I didn't really, thank you. I didn't need to date to get that sexual release that kids get when they date and they're younger. For me, it went straight to oh, boobs are cool, to oh, boobs are in magazines, to oh, that's what you do with this thing. That was the progression. So all through high school, I was just well, it would be interesting to hang out with more girls and do more datey type stuff, but I don't need that bad enough, and I don't want to trouble a girl into having to date me, so I didn't. So it just wasn't on my list of things to do. Itinerary. That was the word I was thinking of. It wasn't on the itinerary. I had a girlfriend for a little while in high school, and I was so shy I didn't even kiss her or hold her hand or anything. She held my hand once, which I guess counts as me holding her hand. But since I didn't make the first move, it felt like it wasn't fair for me to take the credit. Anyway, oh man. Yeah, dating's tough. I went on a date a couple of weeks ago, and now as an adult, I'm so broke I can't even do it right. So I had to ask my parents for money, and that was embarrassing. But I guess it makes up for all the times that I didn't ask them for money in high school for dates, which is when you're supposed to. Ask your parents for money for dates. In case you guys didn't know. I'm going to see how long I can drag out the rest of this. Just one quiet thing after another. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. He's modeling the latest in bed hair. So. I've heard that expression, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade, but how about, have you guys heard this one? If life puts sand in your vagina, make a pearl.